Okay, War Riders, I don't know what's been going on, but you guys are going through it, and let's help you out. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Chris, and I help screenwriters and fiction authors write five-dimensional stories with my tarot cards. Before we do get started, if you would like to learn how to read tarot cards and write a five-dimensional first draft by the astrological new year in March of 2025, please take a look down in the description box below and look at my new offer called the 30/30. In the 30/30, I'm going to be teaching writers how to use 30 spreads with tarot cards to write a complete first draft. Okay, so let's get into this. Be kind to yourself. Be very, very kind to yourself. That's the number one thing that I'm going to tell you, but I have a piece of advice that you've heard over and over, and it's just the best thing I can tell you to do. You have the moon card. It's in reverse. The moon, I think of as you're walking around at night, you can still with the moon's light, you can still kind of see what's happening, and you can go down to your clubs, you can go out, go to dinner, all this stuff. You know where you're walking, but there's still some dark alleys that are a little scary to walk down. My advice when the moon comes up is to shine some light on the dark spaces. With this being in reverse, you're going to need to do that internally. And I think you're a little scared to do that. You do have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a teamwork or building of a new skill. I feel like you will need to find a new team or start building a new skill with the new cycle that's going to be coming up soon. You've got a lot of nines, and you got the world card. So it seems like you're preparing for a new cycle. You're just not quite there yet, and you don't know what that new skill is or that who that new team is going to consist of. But you might want to just keep your eyes open for that. Here we have the star. I'm covering her because she shows stuff. But you have the star. She's also in reverse. The star is the light at the end of the tunnel. During the tower, we burn everything down. We burn our structures down. We burn stuff down that we are limiting beliefs. We burn down what we thought was true. With the star, it's us rebuilding. With the star in reverse, it feels a little bit like you don't know you have a new beginning to go after. I think that you do have something to keep going for, but you need to believe in that in yourself. Have that inner light in yourself to keep going forward. And again, that's a little prequel to what I'm going to be saying later. The Seven of Pentacles is taking stock of how far you've come and being happy with what you've grown and what you've built and what you've made. In regard to everything that's going on with you right now, really take a moment to just consider how far you've come and how far along you are versus when you started. So this is what I think happened as to why you got to this negative space that you're in right now. You made a decision, it was the wrong decision. Whoa. So the reading just changed on me. When I wrote different things, but it just changed on me. I got some new downloads, new insights. Originally, I thought you were having a lot of anxiety because of this wrong decision that you made. However, I'm actually revising that a little bit. You're still kind of in that dark space, but I think your mind is just racing now. Your mind, this is actually the Nine of Swords. It's in the upright position, so it's actually not as anxiety driven as I thought it was actually going to be. It's more your mind is just thinking in overdrive. But because your mind is thinking in overdrive, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Nine of Cups is the wish card. A wish hasn't come true. There's also with the Nine of Cups, it's being happy with who you have around you, having people to be able to invite them over for dinner parties and stuff. You're kind of feeling a little alone right now. You have the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands is the ultimate entrepreneur. He likes to, excuse me, he likes to throw things against a wall and see what sticks. Because you've got the King of Wands in reverse, I'm going to ask you to not just jump into your next cycle, jump into your next project, jump into your next thing without doing a little bit of research. Make sure it's the right thing for you to do on your next cycle. Here you also have the World in reverse. So again, because of this decision that you think was a bad decision to make, because you are thinking about it and talking about it way too much, you've pulled some people away, you don't have another space to go to, or you feel like you're kind of just stuck. You're not ready to go on to a new cycle yet. When a completion card like the World or the Tens come up to me, it means that the querent has not accepted the ending yet. So there needs to be some sort of an acceptance with whatever's happening or what has happened. And that way you can move on into the next cycle. The card at the bottom of the deck that you got is the Knight of Cups. Now, this is interesting to say because I actually thought that this card would have come up reversed, to give yourself some self-love. But the Knight of Cups is the Romeo of the deck. He loves love, he loves giving love, he loves experiencing love, and he just loves love. I have a feeling that this is the tarot is telling you to go into an act of service. Just even if it's just like a donation of your time for one night or something to go to like a soup kitchen or something, just something to get out of your head about whatever's going on here. Before I do leave the cards, like I mentioned before, you do have two nines, you have 18, 17, and 21. So these are all really close to the end of a cycle. So I do think that once you are able to accept this ending, accept whatever's happened recently, you will be able to flip a few of these cards over. You might actually get a light at the end of the tunnel happening with the star. You actually will probably find some new people to hang out with, maybe build a new skill, know what to do next with the project. You probably won't be as anxious about it or talking about it so much. You'll come to realize that it was the right decision all along, even though it feels like you made the wrong one right now. You'll finally be able to invite new people over to your apartment or to dinner parties, making a new wish. You can flip that over. Go out and do something that you love doing and give some emotion back and just kind of get away from this. Numbers you're going to want to pay attention to are 18, 3, 17, 7, 2, 9, 9, 4, 21, and 2. Now, if you add all those up, you get 92. 9 plus 2 equals 11. 11 in the major arcana is the justice card. So justice is a sense of balance, checks and balances. A lot of people associate justice with the law. If you do good things, you're going to get good things back. If you do bad things, you're probably going to go to jail, that kind of a thing. You're going to be punished. So let's try to come out of this thinking a little bit more positively. Even though it seems like it was a negative and a dark space, you had to learn something from it. So once you learn something from this, you are able to go into your next cycle knowing what you've learned, and it's data to you now. It's not emotional data, affecting you emotionally. It's now data. And you can go into your next cycle having the right checks and balances next time so you don't make the same decision for a second time. We're going to take this one step further. For the Justice card is 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2, which is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, I like to think of as an oracle. She is very intuitive and she has a lot of secrets that she wants to give you, but you need to prove yourself worthy of those secrets. And I'm going to tell you how to get those secrets in just a minute. Elementally wise, we have earth, air, fire, and water. Fire is your weakest element. So in order to strengthen that fire, in order to strengthen your confidence in your creativity, in order to strengthen yourself to get past whatever this is, you're really going to want to pay attention to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I don't know what they're trying to tell you, but they're the most important ones. And also here's why. You got the moon card, which is associated with water. You got the star card, which is associated with air. You got the world card, which is associated with earth. What's missing? Fire. So because fire is missing, that you're off balance. And this is where we get to the saying that have heard millions of times that it's hard to do, but it's just the thing that you need to do. You need to just dust yourself off and try again. You've got the Knight of Cups here. Get on that horse. Just keep going. Use that fire. You are still a creative person. You maybe made one mistake. You made one bad decision, but it's okay. Everyone does it. Colors that you're going to want to pay attention to are red and like an orange. So it seems like fire wants to talk, like the colors of fire. I do pull 3 extra cards for you. So this is just some extra insights. You've got computer. You also have knowledge. So I think that this is relevant to you've learned some things about your decision about whatever you made. And this is relevant. You now have knowledge to go through and go into your next cycle. And the last card we've got is your characters find something strange in nature. What is it? As another reminder, if you would like to learn how to read tarots to write a 5-dimensional first draft by the astrological new year in March of 2025, take a look down in the description box below at my new offer called the 30/30, where I'm going to be teaching writers how to use tarot cards to 30 spreads, how to use tarot cards to write a 5-dimensional first draft. With that, please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and happy Halloween.